Thanks, Bobby and Frank and the board for having us today. Appreciate everybody being here. And your few jokes, the opening jokes of the day were we wrote these kind folks and they agreed to have us. We also wrote the Unity across the street, and Lady Minister wrote back and said that we needed to find something more new age. My Jewish friend said, what would that be, like snake handlers? Or I said, no, I'm pretty sure snake handlers is over here, and we're over here somewhere. So his joke always was the Jews believe in God, the Christians in Jesus, and Unitarians believe in to whom it may concern. There you go. And also we're on film. That's my son Hunter in the back filming. Say hi to Hunter. That's him waving. So one of my best friends is a litigation attorney, and he would make you sign at least an 8.5 by 14-inch release for being on film today. But since he's not here, we're going to give you the Jimmy Mack version, which is if you told your spouse you were bowling and you're here with your lover, don't come up on stage and talk about your private parts. It could wind up on YouTube. So, as she mentioned earlier, I did a lot of different healing modalities, so I'm going to be very brief on those, and then we're just going to drag people up to my favorite part, which is showing them what we do. So, really did a lot of different things, psychic development, of course, remote viewing, shamanism, theta healing, reconnective healing, matrix energetics, access consciousness, UN method, even ascension with the monks. So the list goes on and on. So we could talk about that all day, but most people are really more interested in my near-death experience, which was, I was actually at a healing seminar, and I got really, really sick. I had what my mother calls it coming out of both ends. So, and if you've been there, you know what that's like. So, come to find out I had a gallbladder issue. I was in South Florida, and they said you can either live or die and get your gallbladder taken out. So I elected to sign all that stuff, not being in my right state of mind, as you can imagine, in a hospital bed. So anyway, what I do remember is getting the Michael Jackson milk and doing the surgery. That was completely different. It was just a black box. It's what you felt like you were in, or at least blackness. You don't remember anything. You don't remember being a part of anything. I woke up in recovery to someone who looked like a doctor about 20 feet away, and he was doing thumbs up, thumbs down. And I'm like, oh my God, I'll go thumbs up, I guess, I gotta be doing okay. I'm at least seeing him, and I have a clue. So that was a plus. But they put me back in my room, and I wasn't maintaining what they call oxygen saturation index. So for those of you that have ever had like a bronchial thing, walking pneumonia, it's hard to walk from here to the parking lot. You lose your breath. It was really, really bad. And it's never a good sign when the heads of every department come into your little tiny hospital room. And so I could barely speak after having the little piece rammed down my throat. And I said, you guys must have really messed up. And they said, why do you say that? And I said, because there's no students with you. It's a teaching hospital, so they didn't think it was funny. I thought it was funny. So they said, we don't know what you have. We don't know if you brought it in here. We don't know if you got sick during the operation or what had occurred. Obviously, they gave me too much anesthesia. It's more common than you know. And you can get really, really sick from that. So I had full-blown clinical pneumonia. And I said, well, if you guys don't know what happened, I had CT scan, ultrasound, MRIs, all those tests before I ever even got here. And they said, well, we're not sure we can really rely on the validity of those tests. And I said, well, then you have bigger problems. And they said, why do you say that? I said, because I got all those tests done at your ancillary site in your hospital. So it's your stuff. So they hem and hawed and carried on. And at this point, I'm almost, agoraphobic because all these guys in my room. And I said to the surgeon, I said, pretend I'm your best friend, your uncle, your little brother. What would you do? He goes, oh, I'd put you in ICU. I said, lead the way. So for those of you who don't know, if you've been to ICU, visited somebody in ICU, not a happy place. No doctors at midnight, of course. The only people that brought me back were nurses. So I had the little orange booties on, trying to keep my circulation going. And every night about midnight, 2, 3 in the morning, I was gone. And so the mystical, magical stuff I saw was really like the Hubble Space Telescope pictures. It was deep inner space. That's what I was going up into. It was very ethereal, angelic noises and sounds and sights. It's very rich. You couldn't care less about being here or coming back from it. So for those of you who are worried about the afterlife, to me it's very real. A couple things happened after that. Of course, once I figured out I was going to live, no longer scared of dying, I want to help and contribute to any and as many of you as I can all the way at the door. And the next thing that happened after all that was Spirit showed me a lot of different things in the ICU state, and also in the process of really crossing over, being brought back, which we now call my liquid fish. So what that looks like is infinity is an 8 laying on its side, and Spirit said take off the back left end. So you wind up with a little subtle fish. It's similar to the Christian fish, but not really. It's more roller coaster-ish, if you will, or more like the Pepperidge Farm fish, put it that way. So very, very simple. You come to a place over time, at least in this place we're at right now, where if you're in this room, you've somewhat figured out, number one, there's energy in everything. There's energy in the sound of my voice. There's energy in the lights. Everybody's sitting here. There's just energy, energy, energy. The second piece we come to terms with is measuring that. A lot of people will use a pendulum. They might use applied kinesiology, muscle testing for strength or weakness. A lot of people, access consciousness folks, believe in heavy and light. You'll feel really heavy if something's negative, and very light if something's positive. I like standing sway testing because you can't really mess it up. And I do a lot of different things that people may not, they're not going to know what I'm really testing for, so they can't skew it or overthink it. So that's what we want to do today. Also books. Folks in the back have books for you. One is Tell the Fish. That's a larger book there, and she's holding it up for you. And that's similar to what I saw in my near-death experience right there. And that is 365 pages of healing stories with affirmations at the bottom. It actually got a rating from the Law of Attraction Radio Network as a must-read, so very interesting. The second one that she's holding up is called the Dowsers Handbook. So what we're doing today, even through standing sway testing, is similar to dowsing. I just did the dowsing Florida Dowsers group a couple of weeks ago. It's at the Unity near the Villages. And so what you're going to see today really borders on like faith healing. It's really what it looks like for those that aren't used to it. But I believe it can change everything. I'd say it's body, mind, spirit, relationships, money, putting the car in drive, whatever you got going on. If there's energy in it, it can be everything from relationships, like I said, to a body health thing. Can be a legal issue. Anywhere there's energy, we can actually change the negative and download more of the positive. If you only do one thing today, sign up for our weekly newsletter. It's all free. You can see Sandy in the back. Say hi, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy.
That's her waving. So if you're not already getting our newsletter, please get on that. It's once a week. We don't bombard you. And it's always free. And there's affirmations in it, inspiration, comics, videos, a lot of different things. So that's about it, I think, and everybody knows where the restroom is if you have to go. So we'll just take any questions, first of all, before we begin. Onward to the show.
No, he's question.
What is your question?
Well, I'm visually impaired. I use a screen reader, and I
Okay.
went on your website, and what I wondered was, you mentioned illnesses. There was mention of that, but is the healing, okay, does it cover like deafness or something like that?
Correct. Anything there's energy in.
Really?
Yes, I would work on hearing, sight, sound, whatever you got going on. Won't matter what it is. In fact, if you see Sandy in the back, she will give you, we will send you a link for an audio book that I have that explains everything.
All right.
So all you have to do is listen to it.
Sandy, look for me, because I don't know where you're at.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll find you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Who's brave enough to come up? we'll show you how it works. In the back, oh my gosh, with the Pope shirt on, I love it. Awesome.
He's my second favorite person on earth.
Okay, next to you, I guess. All right, what's your name?
Izzy.
Izzy. Okay, nice to meet Izzy. So what we're going to do is have you stand strong mountain pose in yoga, which is at or about hip width apart. Perfect. And this is Izzy. I like facing due north. It does seem to make a difference on the pulls. You're at or about due north. You're good, Izzy.
Okay.
We figured it out ahead of time, compasses and everything. So we came prepared, so it's all good. All right, so we will take this further out of your way. So this is going to feel like a yes, pulling you forward. Okay, I won't throw you in the crowd, I promise. So that's a yes, and this is going to feel like a pull backwards. Make sense? All right, so if you say, my name is Izzy, you should feel the pull forward. Awesome. And if you say, my name is Nemo the fish, you'll feel the pull back. There you go. You're not even saying it. We're tuned in. That's good. And it does seem to work, hugely powerful in a crowd where there's even more energy, more people. Although I work on people in person, I also do over the phone, 48 states, and Zoom and Skype all over the world. There's a lot of people I've never met that have had profound changes and experiences, and they might be in Paris, France, or somewhere. Izzy, what would you change or make different?
In my life or on the planet? Or me?
Yeah, let's start with you. We'll deal with the planet another day.
What would I change?
Change or make different? Relationships, health stuff?
Health stuff, yeah.
What do you got going on?
Well,
It's PG, Izzy.
yeah. It's a mystery, but I think I could have possibly liver issues and prostate issues.
Okay. So we'll start with liver weakness. And I'm just seeing if you have that. You can say it. My liver is weak. Yeah, it's no. All right. My liver is strong, because we can go both ways on that.
Yeah, I think it is.
It tests strong.
Amazing.
So what is your, yeah,
Amazingly.
amazingly. Okay. So what is your issue then, who has told you that it's liver? Because your liver checks out okay, at least when I'm
Yeah.
talking to angels flying UFOs. So.
Well, my health history, I think, I wonder about it. It's a little bit, my liver's gone through a few shocks over the years, and I know.
Were they self-imposed?
Self-imposed, it's kind of hard to say, but I took a lot of medication as a young adult for acne vulgaris, and it was
Okay.
amazing. I crashed that liver pretty hard, or they did. The doctors crashed my liver pretty hard.
Let's just strengthen it. It's going to pull you forward when it comes in.
Yeah.
Makes sense? You feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you don't, we got bigger problems. Awesome. What else shows up besides liver?
Prostate.
Prostate.
Yeah.
So my prostate is weak. You can own that and just say it. That doesn't matter. Just say it.
Yeah.
We'll see what the body does.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's pulling you forward. We're just going to release it.
Okay.
So all I'm going to do is do this and do the fish and release it. It'll pull you straight back when it leaves. Here we go. If you want to do it with me,
Okay.
it would go like that. And we're just taking the negative piece, the weakness in the prostate,
Yeah.
and we're going to release it.
All right.
Now you're going to feel the pull back.
I'll take it.
It's going in and finding it, and then it's going to pull you straight back when that weakness leaves.
Let it go.
There you go. So if we've taken out all the weakness, let's dump in some positive strength. So you can say that. My prostate is strong.
My prostate is strong.
And this is putting in some more strength. And all I'm doing is seeing it in my head, flashing it in my mind. I go a lot faster now than I used to. Awesome.
I get this for free?
You just did. You can make donations to Sandy in the back or buy a book if you want to learn how to do it.
Definitely buy a book.
And if you email me, I'll send you information of things you can read about for prostate.
Okay.
It might be a supplement you could look into.
Absolutely.
And in fact, yes, you're welcome. Nice to meet you, Izzy. Thank you. Yes. Okay, yeah, I'll see you at Omega too. That's awesome. Thanks, Izzy.
Sure, thank you.
Who else? We've never met before, Izzy and I, by the way. What's your name?
Judith.
Judith, nice to meet you, Judith. What would you change or make different? What's going on?
Financial and business
Okay.
increase.
Okay, awesome. So I like good fortune for that. So we're just going to see if there's weakness in your good fortune. And we're finding that spot where it is. And you're kind of in the wave in the in-between, and it's going to pull you forward. There it is. So all I'm going to do is release all that. And you'll feel a wave, and it's going to pull, pull, pull until that's gone. And then let's bring you back to neutral now. And we'll just say that again. There's weakness in my good fortune. It should pull you straight back.
There's weakness in my good fortune.
Feel the pull back? Okay, awesome. What else shows up for you? When you think of that, business and money and all that, what does it show up as? Lack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As far as your personal business go?
Yes.
Success. It doesn't test as fear of success, it tests as fear of failure. So I would just own that. They're pulling you forward to show me it's fear of failure. So all I'm going to do is release fear of failure. It's going to pull you straight back when that leaves. There you go. Awesome. So now if we say I have fear of failure, it's going to pull you straight back.
My fear of failure. Yes.
Feel the difference? Awesome. So let's strengthen all that for you again. Let's make everything stronger. And it can be in your communications. It might be in cash, credit cards, checks, any way that you communicate with money. Zelle now, PayPal, electronic, all of it. It's going to pull you straight forward when it comes in. That's going to fill you up. Also, we're going to give everybody good fortune in the room, too. So that's always popular. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, multiplied is right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love your necklace.
Thank you.
Yes. Black hat.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
What's your name?
My name is Ray Clayton.
What is it?
Ray Clayton.
Ray Clayton. Nice to meet you, Ray. What would you change or make different?
Well, I've had a problem in my left large toenail
Okay.
for quite a number of years. I've
All right.
tried all kinds of ways to try to eliminate it. It's
Okay.
only on this one toe.
Okay.
I can't get rid of it. I
Okay.
would love to get rid of it.
All right.
Help me out on that.
We're going to see what we can do. I'd also, if you will sign up with Pretty Girls in the Back and email me and put in the subject matter left big toenail, I'll follow up with you too.
You don't,
Okay.
you can't help.
Oh no, I'm going to work on it today, but I'm letting you know. I would like to kind
I'm
of
not
go
kidding
deeper
you.
than
I
just
really
today.
do.
Oh no, I know you're not kidding me. I can see it from here, so we're good. All right. So I would just say there's weakness in that. It's going to pull you backwards, or actually it's going to pull you forward. I'm just finding the weakness in the toenail itself. And I'm guessing we tried Lamisil and everything under the sun.
All right, everything.
Everything under the sun, yeah.
You can talk about praying God.
I'm going to God right now for you. Awesome. So it'll pull you straight forward when you find the weakness in it. All you got to do is stand there. Here we go. And we're just going to release all that. I'm doing it now. You can just stand there. You'll feel a pull back when it leaves. There you go. It's very subtle. You feel that? We're watching you move. So
I feel a little bit of trembling in my
yeah,
body.
that's
But I
fine.
have just come out of a sickness. I've had surgery and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I generally have weakness in my body.
Yeah, it tests bacterial when I ask Spirit for the big toe. It is bacterial. Lamisil doesn't test for you. Anything antibacterial would help you out a lot. Even, believe it or not, dollar store antibiotic, literally dollar store antibiotic, I'd keep it in that. echinacea, golden seal. There's a lot of natural remedies you can put on it. It would help you out a lot.
So I'm using real substance.
Correct, yes.
Nothing,
Yes.
nothing.
I don't get that it's ethereal, it's very topical. It's bacterial. Anything skin to me always relates to liver. So skin is really the largest organ, but liver is all about cleaning that up. So,
Okay.
make sense? Okay.
Try it out.
All right, try it out. Thanks for coming up. Yes. Okay. You can stand up over here.
Where's over here?
She's gonna help you.
Was
All right? Yep, just to be different.
Oh, it'd be difficult.
Awesome. All right, a little bit wider stance for you. A little bit wider stance. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. What's your name?
Linda?
Linda. What would you like to work on, Linda? Sight, hearing?
Hearing.
Hearing,
Should
okay.
I take my hearing aids out?
Nope. Not for this show. So we're gonna go with weakness in hearing. It's gonna pull you forward when we find it. And it's pulling you back a little bit. And we're just finding that spot where there's weakness. There we go. It's very slight. Also, the more hydrated you are, by the way, the stronger these pulls are. So hydration is very important. I'm just letting you know.
Oh,
So we're going to release all that. I'm just finding a weakness in your hearing right now. It's pulling you straight
both
back.
ears.
In both ears, right. Here's the right ear. It's going to pull you back a little bit. And here's the left ear. And that's going to pull you straight back as well. And I would say things like it's safe and comfortable to hear is no, and change it to yes. Learned all the lessons I needed to from sensory deprivation is no, and I changed that to yes. And being hard of hearing still serves me, and that's what comes through, and that's going to be a yes.
What comes
I'm going to
through?
release that to no. Being hard of hearing on some level still serves you, and that's a yes. I'm just telling you what they're whispering in my ear. So now it's going to pull you straight back. I'm watching you move. There we go. It's very slight. Awesome. We'll see what happens now. Okay?
Okay.
Make sense? Nice to meet you.
Like that,
Thank
I
you.
can't see what you're
That's
what's
okay.
going back and forward.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh,
I'm watching
okay.
you move.
Thank
But get
you.
with Sandy and she'll be glad to send you
Thank you very
the
much.
audio version of one of the books. So that way you can listen to it, okay? The man wearing a shirt that I would wear. Hi, Jimmy. John, nice to meet you, John. What's going on?
Issue in my left kidney. Issue in my left kidney.
All right. So weakness in kidneys.
Yeah, it's a suspected tumor.
Yeah, I don't know, I get tumor, but that's okay. It's going to pull you forward when you find that weakness. And all we're going to do is release that. I need to bring the lady in the next room in that's laughing so hard. My mother used to laugh like that all the time. She just turned 89. My father used to scream at her and say, "Nothing's that funny." It's going to pull you straight back when that weakness leaves. There you go. Awesome. So let's put in some strength in the kidneys too. It's going to pull you straight forward when it comes in. And eyes open, eyes closed, doesn't matter. Distance doesn't matter. You see it pulling him forward now. We're just strengthening left kidney, and here comes the right. Yeah. Kidneys are always about fear, at least in Chinese medicine. So whatever you're afraid of, can you think of anything like that? Finances come up for me. How about you?
Yes,
Finances, correct?
correct.
Right, what a shock. My little girlfriend says, "Yeah, but you cheat, they tell you everything." So, awesome. So let's find the weakness in finance. Just taking it out now. Gonna pull, 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 and then bring you back to neutral once it leaves.
She's falling.
Yeah, you got a lot of finance going on, my friend. There we go. That's going to be different. I would still wear that shirt. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Green scarf. And Frank and Bobby got to tell me when we're out of time because I'll do this all day. Come up over here, honey. It's fine. Hi. What's your name?
Joy. Joy.
Love the name Joy. Nice to meet you. What's going on?
Well, I have arthritis.
Okay.
Also low self-esteem.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we can grab them both. Arthritis. Just going to pull you forward when we find the spot where that is. And we're just going to release it, resolve it, delete and erase it, disentangle it out now. You can say a million words or nothing at all doing this. You can just make the motion of the fish. It's going to leave. Nope. I got it. I got it for you. We'll let you do the next one. How's that? Feel arthritis leaving? That's what that is. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Never know what we're going to get, but that's amazing, exciting and fun and different. So now if it's arthritis, we'll say arthritis, put that above her head in a comic bubble, it's going to pull you straight back. So this gives us the highest probability for that to improve. Make sense? And then low self-esteem, you said. I'm going to let you fish the low self-esteem as soon as we find that, okay? You seem eager to fish, and I love that. All right, we'll just say that. I have low self-esteem.
I have low self-esteem.
And that's a yes. So all we're going to do is do the fish together. We're going to release that low self-esteem. Now you're going to feel the pull back when it leaves. So everybody's walking around with a signature, kind of like the Buccaneers. On her back might be arthritis and low self-esteem. Makes sense? So if we work on this and we work on releasing all that, we just want to change the signature and we can change the outcome. Feel it leaving? That was bigger than arthritis, by the way. But hey, you got the guts to come up here in front of a crowd. You're talking on a microphone, so we can only go up, right? And you got flair. I'd wear that scarf, so. I'm teasing you. It's all good. How do you feel?
I feel light, like I fall, like when I fall back.
Right.
So I feel grateful too.
Oh,
Very
absolutely.
grateful.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
very
coming on.
much.
Yeah, pleasure. Please get on the mail list for us, okay? Awesome. Anyone else? Gosh, how do you pronounce your name? I'm glad you're wearing a name tag.
Faustine.
Faustine. Okay. What's going on, Faustine?
For about 9 years, I've had this issue that shows up as a symptom in my eyes, but it's like some kind of immune system thing, and my lips are swollen, my face is a little bit swollen. And if I could be without that, I would really appreciate it.
Okay. Sounds good. So when I'm asking spirit, it doesn't test as eye weakness. It tests as optical nerve issues. They mention that to you at all?
No.
Okay. So, and it also tests as brain stuff going on. So we're going to find some weakness in the eyes, optical nerve, it's pulling you forward, and then brain. We're going to find those weaknesses, and we're just going to fish those out and release them. And we're in the in-between right now, and it's going to pull you straight back. There you go. That's the left eye, and here comes the right eye. There you go. Awesome. So we're going to strengthen both eyes, optical nerves, in both hemispheres of the brain. It's going to pull you forward when that shifts. Just taking out the weakness now, and then it's going to pull you straight forward. Sometimes it'll pull, and then bring you back to neutral once it's done. Awesome. We'll see what happens now, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Final person in the back. Yep, you. White and black. Love it. Hi, what's your name?
Ray-Jan.
Ray-Jan. All right, got some unusual names today. I love it. What's going on?
Health.
Health. What does that mean to you?
Eyes.
Eyes. Okay, a lot of eyes today. That's good. That's just part of it. Okay. Well, if you can just stand there for a second, we're just going to find the weakness in your eyes. It's going to pull you straight forward when we find it and it comes in. There we go. Okay. So you're going to fish with me and just release all that weakness in the eyes. I'll catch you if you fall. Here we go. That was left and this is going to be right. There you go. Awesome. So we're going to drop in some positive strength into both eyes, optical nerves, the brain, all of it. It's going to pull you straight forward when that comes in. We're going to go left to right. And that's left. That's okay. I'm going to grab you if you fall. This will be the right. Awesome. We'll see what happens now. Okay? Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
How did it feel?
Feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did it feel? Light, heavy? What would you describe to people?
Light.
Light. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what happens now, okay?
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Please check in with Sandy on your way out. Make sure that you're on our email address. Like as I mentioned earlier, we send out 1 day a week emails, TGI Wednesday, and all it is audio and video and affirmations and things where we're going to be appearing. I also have a weekly radio show. It's 12 noon. It's on Blog Talk and also iHeart's Jimmy Mack Healing Show. And I'm here locally in Clearwater, so I see folks in person, and then of course over the phone, 48 states, and Skype and Zoom all over the world. So thanks for having us. Appreciate it.